what do they say? They say, how do they do it? They start it. Remember, we were never gonna do it, but what's up, guys? It's your boy CapmLew. That's what they say.
What's up, guys? It's your
What's
boy.
up, guys? It's your boy CapmLew here at the CapmLew podcast. Make sure and smash that like button and hit that bell to subscribe.
You either die the hero or become the villain.
Welcome to another episode of the CapmLew podcast. Where do we know what we're doing? Shh.
Don't worry about it. Stop.
We start these podcasts up and we don't even know what we're going to talk about. We're just happy to see each other.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
We love each other.
Oh, we
man.
do.
We
dude.
love you guys too. We hope that some of you out there are getting something out of some of this. That's our best. That's our best shot. I feel like we're really giving her.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh no.
Luke had some theme music going. What do you got there? You got this episode brought to you by Zin Pocket Chew Dry Paper Texture Zin Nicotine Pouches. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
That's just big. That's big pharma.
I'd rather have an addictive chemical than a subtractive chemical.
Me too, dude.
Bro, I think on my feet.
That was a really good one because anyway, you get it.
We're just giving it.
It doesn't cause cancer though. It just is addictive.
Probably causes cancer. You know, I saw a TikTok today. I love watching TikTok.
I wasn't.
I have less downtime in my life than other seasons, but boy, I really love. And this lady got on there, and she's like, I know this will kill me, that'll kill me, this will kill me, being fat will kill me, drinking too much, this, and she was just awesome. She was like on a jog, and she was talking about. I think she kicked it off with, I wonder if I liked it. It was so healthy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see a short form video has a capacity to profile some very healthy perspectives.
Yeah.
There's a huge limit to short form, but it is definitely worth way more than 1,000 words.
I think it depends on the words, but I get you.
I think you got to get up near 5,000 for long form to have any value.
Yeah,
if it's going to at all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely long form. I guess we're proof of concept that you can be long form and have low value too.
John Cena. Beautiful. Anything that you would say about us, we've already said about ourselves.
So. I went somewhere, Luke.
You went to?
I went to the Kokomo Skate Fest. It wasn't called Kokofest.
You've been calling it that the entire time.
Well, the reason I was calling it that is because Sam from Life Skateboards asked me to go to Kokofest.
Okay.
And anyone who knows me well knows that I'm not very excited about going to skateboarding events that are, I don't know how to say it. I spent so many years pissing off shop owners and industry people with my, I guess, mouth. But also the brain.
Yeah.
Attached. And then all driven by the heart.
Yeah.
So pretty much all of me, full bracket, How to Train Your Dragon, Viking disapproval.
Yeah, just this.
Is what I when I go to big skateboarding things or even small skateboarding things, I go through a little process, a little dying. I just die inside. I died inside before I went to the Grind conference, and I die a little because look, dear friends, the riding of the skateboard is not the most important thing in my life by a long shot.
Yeah. No.
And because of my extroverted nature and because of my sense of duty to tell the truth and my sense of obligation to impede what destroys people, I tend to not be the most agreeable company at larger gatherings of people who feel that riding the skateboard is the very most important thing in their life.
That makes sense.
I'm not a fit.
I've seen it.
So yeah. So when I go to one of those things, if I can't jump on my board and just fly around and get that endorphin flow from just grabbing some weightless moments, bust off the arthritis, all that.
Yeah.
If I and I couldn't at Kokomo Skate Fest, which by the way,
Hmm.
when I got there probably 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't.
How long had it been going? Since like 11 or 12?
Yeah, probably
Okay,
been
sure.
going for 3 hours. It was pretty packed. It's not a large park. It's a nice park. I'd say
Yeah.
I'd peg it at 8,000 square feet.
What can you do it in reference to like the Batesville Park, like one
Same
half,
size.
same size? Okay.
A little smaller. Doesn't have a big old bowl.
Yeah. How many
But
folks?
same size.
100.
300 people there.
Holy crap! Yeah, nobody's skating, dude, without dying. That's crazy.
Easily at any time there were 120 skateboarders
Yeah.
practicing their arts and showcasing the wares.
Showcasing the wares.
Their wares.
Yeah.
Like I've farmed up a nice batch of kick flip
Yes.
something something, and
Kickflip something. Yeah. Kickflip to not land it, to yell something about the shoes, to huff
to
off.
blame my board.
Yeah, to
Right.
smoke weed in the parking lot. Got it.
Yeah, that's Luke. You're putting into
Yeah, no, I'm on it, dude. I can see
grumbly,
it.
grimy little words the exact. Like I just guys,
Yeah, dude.
guys.
It's painful.
I'm 50 now, and even when I was young, I saw it ruining. Like it's not just the smoking weed in the parking lot, which I think is really really. It's really a lot of discussion to be had there, but none of it is very fun.
Yeah, tread. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I know I won't. I will not tread lightly.
No,
I'll
no, no. I
just
was telling
simply
our listeners to
pick a
tread
different
lightly
path.
with such a thing. So were the cool guys there?
I didn't see anyone there behaving in any way that wasn't kind and charitable.
What?
I
Sick,
saw.
dude.
I mean, I saw
That's
someone get a little
awesome.
grumpy at a scooter guy,
Yeah,
and like that. But even those scooter guys, I was talking to them, and they were just some of the. It was just really Kokomo, Indiana.
yeah, sure.
Just really
Kokomo Joe.
nice people. Coco Joe.
Coco
Coco Joe.
Joe.
Oh, you know what they called him? They called Coco Joe the Etowah River Swamp Rat, and folks despised him.
Dude, I started something I should.
They did.
Dude, I opened Pandora's box.
Well,
With
he was
Jerry
an
Reed.
awfully peculiar man.
You're gonna.
The
You,
river was his only
stop.
friend, and folks didn't understand the man. Coco
Coco
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Coco Joe.
He ate monkey meat and mashed potatoes?
Okay.
He drank a brew called the Mojo Claw
The
that he beat out of roots of old dead stumps on the banks of the Etowah. It made him walk a little funny. Made his breath smell funky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco Joe.
He never came across the river because people didn't like him in town.
Stop.
They said his hair was long, his clothes were dirty. They didn't want him hanging around.
Stop.
That's Coco Joe. Coco Joe. They
Coco-
called him the Etowah River Swamp Rat, and folks despised him. Coco. Coco Joe.
I call upon the spirit.
Coco
of Jerry Reed.
Joe.
Coco Joe. It's a great song. So
I cry when I listen
Yeah.
to Coco Joe.
Aw,
I cry.
dude.
I named my big black bagger motorcycle
Coco Joe. Did you
I
really?
did.
That's a sick. That's
I
actually
did.
awesome, dude. I love it.
My ratter, I named it Amos Moses.
Amos Moses.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So
anyways, I was there. I got in
300
late.
people,
it was best trick contest at the end, but
Yeah.
it was like high ollie contest, kick flip, how many kick flips in a row contest. This is not a criticism. I'm just telling you what I was seeing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It was and you would expect me to be critical because it's not my deal.
Sure.
Honestly, if I had spent my time learning those things and they had a contest like that, I would
Yeah.
have an absolute blast.
Oh, absolutely.
Competing in it.
Yeah.
I would. I'm not. The kids were having fun, and
Yeah.
the big kids too.
That's sick, man.
Kids were nice to each other. People were cool. It was hot. It was like 88.
Okay,
It's
that is
not
hot,
not as bad as it had been during that week.
but warm.
It was hot. There were lots of merch tents. Couldn't find a decent hat.
What?
I really wanted to buy a hat,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find a decent hat.
Did Life not have a hat there?
No, life is out of hats.
What?
In fact, I have right here. Do I have the suntan of the trucker hat?
You have a line down the middle of your
Yeah,
head.
that's a trucker hat
Suntan. Is that
suntan.
really what that is?
That's this line right here in the
Oh, that's
mesh. Yeah.
hilarious.
Do I have the half
Let me turn
moon? Do I
around.
have the half moon?
I can see it a little bit. It's
I
not
have.
as defined.
I want that.
I want
I
that.
do. I feel like that's a
Your hair is kind of protecting the skin. Yeah,
well. It's
that's what's going on.
I let it grow out a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm slated for a shave, but then I'll have to shower. Who wants to do that?
No, I do. I know.
So why would you do that when you can just
That's-
reapply deodorant and use a bidet and keep going?
It's
I'm
fine.
just gonna get absolutely grimy and covered with motor oil and
Yeah.
shingle stuff and like that.
Actually, you probably should shower, dog.
No, I don't. You have to wait till the fungus starts.
Stop, dude. No. No.
You know that blotchy fungus people get on the trunk of their
Yeah,
body?
I get that sometimes.
Ah,
That's probably from showering too much.
I've never got.
It
Yes.
probably is. You're probably killing
Yes,
foreign
I
fauna
think
in your
it's from
skin.
showering far too often.
Dude, it probably is. I shower like every night because I really like to go to bed feeling clean, and I bet it kills all of the stuff on your skin that
I
is probably
hate
supposed to be there.
feeling clean. Because if I feel clean, it means I was just wet. I hate being wet.
Really?
I hate it.
You don't like swimming?
No.
Is it the beard? Is that the only reason?
No, dude, I watched a special. People were being drowned by. Do you know what they were being drowned by?
I don't like it though.
Catfish.
Fuck that. Sorry, that was really intense.
Well,
Catfish?
the catfish.
Oh my gosh, dude.
During the season when the catfish lay their eggs.
Yeah.
This is all to describe Kokomo Skate Fest.
Okay,
We're
go
still
ahead.
on
Yeah, we're
track.
still on it, dude.
The mother or father or both catfish get really territorial. And their play when the people are swimming, some of these catfish are like 7-8 feet long.
Okay.
They weigh like 300 pounds.
What do? They grab hold to you?
They grab hold on you with their raspy ass mouths
Mm.
and they drag you down.
No, dude.
And they give you they tussle on you
shake?
and they're made with 300 pounds of what? Pure catfish muscle. I bet they're not even good eating by that time.
Yeah, I bet they're nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Where is this at? So
Germany,
I can
they
never
had
go.
some Wells catfish that pulled some people down in Germany. It's happened in England.
No, I'm good, dude. I'm out.
You know,
I'm so out,
it's
dude.
probably happened here.
I
love the urban legend. It's a rural legend of repair divers
Oh yeah.
at the bottom of the locks on certain rivers will go
Yeah.
down there. And a guy
Right.
said that in the murk and
Yeah.
everything, into the light came a catfish he said was the size of a VW Beetle.
Yep. And he just was like, nope.
Well, I like that they used a VW Beetle because the front of a VW
It kind of
Beetle
looks like a catfish. I know.
it's roughly
Yes,
catfish shaped.
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
Just
so-
a big maw like coming around.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Dude.
Yeah, that's why I hate to be wet.
Okay, that I can understand.
Look, man, in the water are things that are just, I mean, they're probably more scared of you than you are of them. I surfed one time. I even caught a wave. First time surfing.
Did you stand up?
Yeah.
That's a really hard thing to do.
I
That's
stood up
actually
on
really
a wave.
impressive.
My
That's
first
awesome.
time
Good
surfing.
for
Yeah,
you,
good.
dude.
Box checked.
Yeah.
Moving on. There was a sand tiger about 6 feet long,
Yeah, I'm banging around.
banging around like
On top of you.
right on next to my leg.
Dude, oh. Dude, I went surfing, and right next to me, behind me, I looked over, and just a fin. And I freaked out. I was like, everybody out, there's a shark, there's a shark. And I looked back,
And
and it's a
everyone's
dolphin.
like, a dolphin.
It was a dolphin, and they were amazing.
They
There was
are.
2 of them just like getting after it. It was sick.
Dolphins carry the capacity to be good fellow human chaps.
Yeah.
And they also carry
They're
carry
brutal.
the capacity to be brutal, rapey bastards.
Just like us. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got it.
It's when you're looking at dolphins, you're looking at a mirror.
You're looking in a mirror. Anything you hate about a dolphin, you hate about yourself. So, okay, you were there. There was 300 people.
that was deep.
It was deep, dude. That's what, sometimes you don't like a person.
So I arrived in the contest we're going, and they kept
Okay.
going and kept going and kept going and kept going.
Could you give me
and
like a reenactment of what
I
it sounded
had-
like over the PA system?
No, because the guy
Is
on the
it-
PA, the organizer of
fine.
this thing,
Very
is
nice.
an angel who walks among us.
Okay,
Guy's
good.
a good dude.
Good
He's
for
a
him.
UPS driver.
Making $180K a year.
He's working his ass off for
Yeah,
it.
Good for him.
Yeah, seriously, respectal
Yeah.
at to the UPS.
That's French.
So
Okay.
I'm there and I'm sitting and I am not feeling very inspired.
Okay.
However, I was inspired by my visit to Life Skateboards on the way. Now I brought with me a companion. Yes, that's right, dear listeners, dear watchers. I brought Jeff Vanover. That's right. Oh,
John Cena.
it's actually. Bum, ba, na,
Is
da, ba, ba,
that
bum, ba, na, da, 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 da. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the John Cena.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Or you could just suffice it to go. Jeff Vanover
In the
came with
house.
me. He came with me in the old
Blood
Suburba Clot,
Yes.
and so there we went. We went to Life Skateboards first, and I was in absolute unsurprised awe at how well Sam and Casper have designed and built the production workshop.
That's awesome, dude.
It is at this point in the podcast that I would like to recommend with all the strength I can muster that you get on your duff and tippity tap your way or thumb type your way to www.lifeskateboard.com and get in there and look at the new shapes that are, what do they say? Available is what I was going to say.
No, dropping.
Dropping.
The new shape drop.
Even now. Wow.
That's sick.
This workshop is stuff of legend in terms of workflow.
Yeah.
And avoiding repetitive stress injuries and stuff. Sam has hit it absolutely out of the park.
That's sick.
Unbelievable. I just was just like, wow, because I used to go in Sam's workshop and be like, bro, you need to change this, you need to change that. He loved that.
Yeah.
He did. My visits were anticipated with glee.
With glee.
But this visit, I was just absolutely gobsmacked.
No, dude, Sam is he's a real.
Well, I said
craftsman.
Unsurprised awe because Sam is an amazing builder.
He's awesome, dude.
He is.
Where most people would say, okay, good enough, he like goes the extra mile.
Yeah, I can get a workshop to exist,
and
I can get it to exist. The first thing I do is the ergonomics thing. So this absolutely crappy pieced together table is here, and that one's there, and they're in the right places, and this is maybe going to get bolted down in a few months.
Yes.
And then I get to going. Sam, you know who else is making improvements? Johnny Manak.
Good for him.
I have seen on the feeds that Johnny Manak at Manak Skates,
M-A-N-A-K.
M-A-N-A-K, check him out. Another craft skateboard brand that is making tremendously awesome stuff. He's tight with the Braille guys.
Good for him, man.
He is. He's on the other end of the cultural spectrum from where I tend to run my yap. The Braille guys, if you live near them, they are really friendly and fun. And Johnny has a kid who is down with the Braille, skating the Braille vert ramp and stuff. And honestly, love to the Braille guys today.
Yeah, man, come on.
Love to the Braille guys.
They're doing their thing.
We know we're rough on people here, and that's what you all love about the show. But everyone is just trying their best to do their best. To keep trying their best.
To never stop, not stopping doing their best.
Trying to never stop, not stopping.
Exactly. We're on it. How long did you say did you go? So you went to
I was at Life Skateboards from somewhere around 11 in the morning to somewhere around noon.
Okay, and then you went to...
Well, then we left Life Skateboards and we headed... Now, Kokomo was an hour and a half from Life Skateboards. Hour and 11 minutes.
Okay.
And Indiana in the summer is actually quite nice.
Okay.
Because... Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if our listeners know, but I've had a lot of trouble with Indiana as an idea.
It's just as an idea. As an idea. Just Indiana as an idea. I don't know. If
you don't have a state that you dread crossing the border into, you're not a traveler.
Are you really even living? Yeah, I get it. It's very flat.
But in the summertime, it's quite lovely.
Yes.
It's quite lovely. Life Skateboards is tucked away in a picturesque little burg.
Yes.
New Palestine, Indiana. As if Palestine weren't enough. It's the New Palestine. Not to be confused with New Palestine, Ohio.
Oh, that is a place too.
Which is a place that has been devastated by an unnatural disaster of suspicious origin.
Don't worry about it.
I will not worry about it. However, there is work to be done.
I will think about it though.
Donate now.
Please donate.
I don't know where, but they need help.
Dude, Jeepers Creepers.
They
Yeah.
need help. So we Jeff and I left there, and we had a pretty much an hour shot to Kokomo, but everything went mission critical on the way there.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
We had a major technical issue on the way there.
which was
My nuggy satisfaction levels fell to DEFCON 4.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
It's a captain's log.
Yeah,
Day
DEFCON 2. I was at
Yeah.
wait, low is bad. So
Yes.
DEFCON 2 nuggy levels. So we had
Chicken
to
nugget
stop
levels.
at Chick-fil-A
Oh, beautiful.
and we had to replenish the nugget supply
Yeah.
in my soul. So we went to Chick-fil-A where I quickly scarfed 16 delicious Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Good for you, dude.
Yes, it's my diet.
High protein, dog.
High protein. So having scarfed nuggets and quaffed enough Diet Coke
Quaffed.
to ensure that my body will never decay after death. Jeff and I got back into the Suburbiclot, where we continued on powering through
Yes.
to the borders of Kokomo, Indiana.
Yes.
And there we found along the river this little gem of a skate park built by Hunger Skate Parks that was overrun with people. I was not going to be able to get out and throw frontside
grinds. Did you skate
grinds.
at all?
I didn't skate barely at all. I went out with my board and sort of stood there a couple of times after I'd been there for an hour and a half.
Yeah, just banging around.
Just trying to find something to line up on. But this shoulder, which now I know is a torn labrum.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
a separated shoulder, but a torn labrum, and not a terrible tear. I have like of the 4 different directions or 5 different directions you test for. I only have discomfort in one.
Good.
And I don't have any they call them falls, where you like lift it up and when it comes down it wants to drop. No drops. I don't have any drops or anything. So
yeah.
So my shoulder, as soon as I pushed, my shoulder was like, yeah, but you were just using me to drive. You can't ask me to hold the steering wheel still on a misaligned vehicle for 3 hours, and then you want this?
Yeah, it was a bridge too far.
That's what it said.
It was a bridge too far.
It did. It told me it was a bridge too far, and then it asked me at what price.
I don't know.
So I was not skating.
Okay.
I was sitting in the booth. I was hanging out with Jeff, hanging out with the Life Skateboards crew. Really enjoyed. I love the Life Skateboards team. I'm looking forward to getting to know them better.
Absolutely.
And Maximilian Doty was there.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dang, I really wanted to go.
Well, he and I and his wonderful lady are trying to work up coming here.
Oh, good. That's way better.
So it's possible we will have a Maximilian Doty sighting, and he's a nice dude.
I can't wait to meet him. I've heard good things.
And so there we were. We were doing that.
How long did you stay?
Well, I stayed until about 5:30.
And then you just cruised straight home?
No.
Okay.
At about 4 something, some grimy little street urchin
children.
They were like 15, 14 years. I don't know how old a kid is anymore.
However old Aladdin was when he became homeless. I get it.
Nice. Yeah, these kids came up and I started heckling them properly.
Good. They need that.
And then they were like, so we took it to the walking running trail.
Okay.
Yep. And we had a throwdown.
Okay.
Ollie lessons.
Yeah. Sick.
And these kids got me so stoked.
That's sick.
And at that time it was thinning out. So then I hit the park for a few go arounds.
Yeah, sure.
And it was about time to leave, you know. But talking to the kids and hanging out with the Life Skateboards team made it all more than worth it.
Absolutely.
It did. The kids introduced me to their families, and there was a gentleman there, and he was in a powered wheelchair.
Okay.
And he was so nice to me.
Dude.
He said, "I know you, Lou. I watch all your stuff on the internet."
What?
And
like a listener?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
That's
I don't even know. I can't stand the term shout out.
Okay. But how about acknowledgement? or
Respectful acknowledgement
yes.
and warm thanks for the expression of affection
Yep.
to John. It meant more than you can know
That's awesome, dude.
because of, you guys know my issue, right? With going to these things. Nobody in my life has tried to stop me from skateboarding more than the shop owners and the cool guys and the sponsored people I've run into along the way. The heavies, the core, the locals, like nobody has tried to jam me up more often and with more effect
Yeah.
than pro skaters. And now there are a lot of pro skaters who are just darling.
I know, dude.
Yeah, there are. And
They really are.
I shouldn't let a few bad apples ruin the bunch.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's predicated on there being a few bad apples.
Yeah.
It turns out, it seems like, especially in the Midwest, the worse an apple you are, the more they put you in charge. Now, I don't like it,
dude.
I don't like it. The Midwest seems to have some sort of clause.
Yeah.
It's like the obey your bullies clause.
Right.
Unbelievable, the behavior and the ethics I've seen. So when I go to something that's been set up like this, my hackles have already risen, and I'm ready to go in and take another cold bath, drink a big hot, steamy, frothing bowl of horse piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that it wasn't that way. It sounded like
It was not.
and that's
It was.
that is
It was not.
that's good. That's refreshing.
I had worn a pair of pants that I was comfortable in.
Dude, that's huge. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Being comfortable in your clothes is massive. It really is, dude.
Had my skate shoes on.
Good.
Um,
So, was this park connected to the OG grind line, Kokomo? Okay.
No, Kokomo Pipeline is somewhere else that I probably would never go to ever again.
Okay. That's I don't blame you at all.
Little elbow nudge to the shoulders goes out to the ribs, rather. Little rib nudge goes
Mhm.
out to Grindline skate parks. Dear Grindline, we are very tired of your foremen and forewomen
Yeah.
taking a skatable design for beginners and turning it into a maelstrom of broken bones and torn cartilage.
A hellscape.
We are tired of 3 and 4 foot things going to vert, and we're not talking about Kokomo Pipeline. I'm talking about the Wilmington Skate Park and so many others.
Yeah.
So many others.
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Well, like the Peanut Bowl
Mm-hmm.
at Crooked River.
Oh, dude, that thing's a man killer, bro.
Well,
oh
and
goodness.
congratulations.
I know.
You took a little peanut bowl that's there to introduce people to enjoying transition.
Yeah.
In a park that's mostly street plaza. It
Right.
does have a nice big run out.
Yeah.
No.
I think they're
I'm backing up.
Yeah.
I'm backing up. But no, like we get it that only the senior badasses are going to go in that bowl and do
Yes.
anything. Only locals who get to skate it regularly and dial in that kind of super vertical lateral,
Yeah.
We get it. You guys are better than us. You're better at skating than us. We should be better at skating. And the only reason that we are critical of your designs is because we suck. That's what you get from that kind of wing of the culture. Someone will get on here and they'll want to like go ham on me and get abusive about this critique.
I don't.
It's certainly not true of every grindline park, especially the ones that wind up being built by Team Paint.
Dude, Team Paint makes the best skate parks in America, hands down.
Team Paint is not afraid. They're not afraid to build a park that everything on it is mild.
That's even not true. I would disagree with you. What they do, dude, is Which
one are you thinking of? Port Orange?
Port Orange is beautiful, but that's an old Team Paint build. I'm thinking about Arvada Skate Park in Denver, because that thing has the gnarliest and the mellowest stuff. So, and check this out. I know it's insane, but you could begin on the small stuff, and then you could actually.
No.
You could actually.
If you're not willing to break your spine, if you're not willing to break your spine in both legs, you're not worthy.
You're not worthy
of being called a skateboarder.
Well, that's fine.
Actually, back when we were talking about what's a skateboarder, that's it. You have to be willing to break your spine and both your legs, committing. Yeah, there you are. We
Yeah,
can't here at the CapmLew podcast. We cannot stand that stuff, and we're
I
the
don't like
worst
it.
that way.
I know, dude.
We are
I
the
know.
worst that way.
I mean, I'm pretty critical of skate park design in general, and I am so unashamedly, only because I know my opinion basically doesn't matter to anybody, but like
Yeah,
maybe like two people on here. So, but I like a skate park that has good flow. I like a skate park that makes sense, and I like a skate park that has things for everybody. That's what I like. I
here,
don't know, kill me.
here's the thing: like Powell Skate Park, just north of, just south of Delaware, just north of
Mm-hmm.
Columbus, you got Powell Skate
Oh
Park.
yeah,
It's got a little mogul zone in there, also a Team Payne Park.
yeah. Of course it
All
does.
right, so you have a bowl with plenty of vert going on,
Yeah, of
and you got
course.
wedge block
Yeah.
stuff, and you got a
Right.
nice long quarter pipe, but it's got this little mogul section,
Yeah.
and someone's so you know what, dude? Even the ripperiest ripper loves that little mogul section.
Dude, because it's sick.
And I'm like, if you're so good, then frontside flip those moguls.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're so good, then do a kickflip neck high.
Yeah.
I've seen guys do huge kickflips with control.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just be good then.
Yeah.
Go be good.
I know.
No, man. Anyway, so
Yeah. Anyway.
so at the end of it, Jeff and I piled into the old Suburbic lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I may or may not have peed in a bottle.
Oh, bro, driving or not driving?
Not driving.
Okay.
I can't pee in a bottle while I'm driving. That's too difficult. I may as well just pee my pants if I'm going to do that.
Well, I heard the pins. They're actually an incredible design. You can,
Dude,
you can wear.
don't tempt me.
Don't tempt me.
Don't tempt me to do an like drink as much as I want,
Yes.
drive to Texas trip,
Never stopping.
never stopping to
Yes.
pee.
Right.
Now,
That'd be
number
sick.
2, I'm not going to depend on anything but
No.
a proper
Porcelain.
situation for
Yeah.
that. But
Right.
we could call it the number 1 trip.
The
It
number
gets a
one
little
drum.
weird though when you get into potty humor.
Yeah.
Sexual deviance does not lie far beyond
Yeah.
it, so I tend to restrain that. But anyways, Jeff and I got in this is
Yeah,
this
go
is a
ahead.
highlight.
Go ahead.
We found
Mm-hmm.
a place called Big Hoffa's Barbecue Pit.
And was it good?
They had hats.
Okay. Did you get one?
I wanted 2.
Did you get one though?
Big Hoffa's emblem
Yeah.
is the death head.
Okay.
That is the skull with wings.
Dude, that's actually sick.
I was like, I want 2 of those hats, and what do they cost? And she was like, $22. I was like, I'd pay $40 for a hat like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were really good. They were tall trucker hats.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm in the mix, so I don't wear death heads
Why not?
because I'm in the mix, bro.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, it's I ride my motorcycle long distances, and
okay.
I go
understand. Yeah, sure.
I go places where there are questions about what set you're with.
Yeah, all right.
all
What's
that sort
going
of
on?
stuff.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I got you.
And I'm not able to attain to that set's
Yes,
requirements,
sure.
and I certainly don't want to in any way dilute the punch of their name.
Sure.
So yeah, so I couldn't buy the hats at Big
Dang,
Hoffa's.
dude, what a disappointment.
Dear
bro.
mom, dear dad, please send hats.
Please send hats. How was the food good? Was it delish, dude?
It was absolutely delicious.
Because sometimes it's not, and it sucks when it isn't, dude.
It was great. The atmosphere, the ambiance, very bikery.
Yeah.
It's about 45 minutes this way from Kokomo.
Okay.
I'm going back on my motorcycle.
Yeah, just to go.
My favorite bike is torn apart right now, and I couldn't be happier. I'm putting a full brand new charging system in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
slowly self-destructing right now.
putting a new, I caught it before disaster.
Yeah, good for
it was
you,
still charging
man. Yeah.
3.8.
It's fine.
I'm putting a new charging system in, new battery, putting a new drive belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm updating the primary, the main shaft bearing on the primary.
Mm-hmm.
The old main shaft bearings on the primary. It's a primary bearing.
Yes.
That inner primary bearing is a bearing that runs on a race that is pressed onto
Yes.
the main shaft.
And you have to have a tool.
Yeah, and I do buy tools.
Yes.
The tool I bought for this was the primary bearing removal and installation tool. It ran me
$300.
nigh 200.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a $200 tool.
Okay.
It's just a little box.
Yep.
With a bunch of things in it.
Of course.
The main shaft bearing race removal tool.
Yeah.
Main shaft bearing race removal tool. That one costs like $400, and I will buy one.
Yes.
And That one I have to borrow
Yeah.
to pull the main shaft race off. But the bearing I'm upgrading to doesn't run on a race. The bearing is larger. It's got a smaller inner diameter.
Yeah.
And it goes right on
So it
there.
just slides on.
And it just runs. And so it's got
Ah.
bigger balls. And that's all I have to say about that. It won't wear out.
That's good. I'm super excited for you.
That's us. We're improving things. So that upgrade is, I'm happy. I'll have a new drive belt.
Yes.
Inner primary bearing, shift shaft sealed.
Yeah.
All my inner primary sealed. Yeah. All that good.
Your electronic
new
system.
Stator, new rotor, new regulator rectifier, new battery. Battery. And they don't have a go handle.
That's fine.
And
because they're little.
On and not heavy, bro.
I know they really would.
Bagger battery is pretty big, and it's 40 pounds.
Yeah.
On and on and on.
That's going to be like your go-to bike now.
It is.
That's like your ride or die.
My goal is for this bike to be my go to Texas today bike.
Okay.
And by the way, if any of our listeners would like to buy one of my motorcycles, I have a Sportster project that I'd like to sell, and I have a selection of Softails.
Are you going to sell the red or the black one?
I want to sell the black one.
How much do you want for it?
Oh, let's work it out.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, okay. Let's work it out.
All right. Perfect.
You like that bike?
That bike is sick, dude.
You like
bike
is you like the black bike?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. That'd be sick. Dude.
Sorry, folks. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, we'll have to talk about it.
I think the Radder's going to need a top end rebuild, which is just another chance to put an SNS 100.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Yeah, if you're a quarter of the way there.
I love the SNS 100 because on these twin cam 88 build-ups, that's square. Yeah. That's a square build. That's the diameter of your piston, the length of your connecting rod.
Yeah, it's right there.
The spot is so sweet.
Do you have to get new jugs, or do you punch out the jugs that you have?
Jugs.
Jugs, get them.
Yep.
You got them.
I get the jugs. I get the whole SNS kit. Runs about $2,000, $3,000, something like that. Well, I'm not doing it tomorrow.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. How much are you going to sell your Sportster for?
The Sportster project?
What does it come with?
In the $3,000 range for the whole project.
Does it come with a new motor? Another motor?
It's got its own motor.
Okay. I didn't know if you had another one.
It's got its own motor that's been rebuilt but sat.
Okay.
It's got 2 front ends to choose from.
Yeah.
It's got 3 wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a Springer. Yeah. It's got 3 wheels, brand new wheel bearings that have been put in the wheels that are on it. It's got all kinds of wiring. It's got an oil bag. It's got another oil bag. Yeah. It's got, it's got all kinds of stuff.
It's sick.
Yeah, it's a sick project
build for sure.
And so if nobody wants to buy it for $3,000 off me, which is I would understand, I'll build it.
Yeah.
But I gotta say,
go ahead.
It's funny. I'll take a Road King and I'll have it on slammer shocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And reroute the wiring so it doesn't wear its wiring harness out. I've got to check that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, because this one is slammed.
Yeah.
And it's stiff as can be.
Yeah.
And then it rides like a Sportster.
Yeah, you're always just circling back, dude. Just circling back.
Back to when I started. And you and I went out there and we picked up that Sportster in Mississippi.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was a crazy trip.
And I just rode it home sight unseen.
Rode it. Yeah,
we got it repaired by some old Dixie Mafia hitman.
Dude, that guy was so gnarly.
With one eye,
smoking cigarettes, taking apart a carburetor full of gasoline, smoking cigarettes, and drinking Mountain Dew. He had the thing fixed in like 7 minutes, dude.
I loved him.
That was amazing.
35 minutes.
It was insane, dude.
He had a front brake installed and had fixed the carburetor.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like, I think the listener has to understand. We went all the way down to what part of Mississippi? Jackson, Mississippi. And we arrived in Jackson, and we went to the guy's house, who will remain unnamed. And
he's a great guy.
He is a great dude. And we got there, and maybe his dad was pulling apart the carburetor.
They were struggling because the bike ran when he sold it to me. Well, the bike was sitting when he sold it to me.
Yeah.
And he'd been riding the bike all the time.
Yes.
It was a super reliable bike.
Yes.
he had a video of it. He posted it on Facebook. He had a
Yeah.
video of it running, and
Yeah.
it's a great Sportster.
Yeah.
So he was selling it to me. It was a good deal. It was within the skateboarding community.
Yeah.
There was a lot of love and respect involved in the thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we're showing up. And when we pull in, his dad is out there. Good guy.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to start, and it won't start.
My
So
recollection is he had the carburetor
he had the
apart.
carburetor off.
Yes.
We had him put it on, wouldn't start.
Yeah.
And at that time, I had ripped apart a carb or two, but I didn't know a whole lot about a whole lot. And I didn't know CV carbs.
No.
They're so simple.
Yeah.
So, and today I would know exactly what it is. And
Oh,
it was
for sure.
exactly what it
Yeah,
was. It was the throttle gasket
Yes.
had gone to poo.
Yeah.
And that's easy. So
and it didn't have a front brake.
Didn't have a front brake.
Yeah.
That was problematic.
Yeah.
We were able to find Gemini Customs.
Oh yeah.
In
Forgot, dude.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
The Harley dealership didn't have any idea where a guy could go for an out of availability part.
Yeah.
We went to Gemini Customs from Google.
Yeah.
After I harshly told the Harley people, if you don't know where your local custom shops are, it was right around the corner.
Yeah, it was like literally right over. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I told him, you're not worth your salt if you can't refer us to a local custom shop.
Yeah.
I pulled it up on Google and I showed it to the guy because that's what I'm like.
Yeah, man.
So there we go. They had.
Did we get a caliper?
Nope. We just needed the line.
That's what it was.
It was the line. We just needed the line. It had good pads. It had a good caliper. It just didn't have the line.
Yeah.
And Gemini didn't only have a line that would fit. They had the year specific line.
Right.
They had pulled it off of another one.
Yeah.
And they sold it to us for like $30.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was.
At the Harley dealership, that would have been like $120.
It was impossible because the bike was over 10 years old.
Yeah, and they were like, nope, we just
they won't even, maybe I get a hotel room, we stay an extra couple of daes and wait for it to come in. What are we gonna
do? Right.
Anyways, so Kokomo Skate Fest was great, but Hoffa's
barbecue.
Big Hoffa's barbecue pit was dope.
It was like the best part.
We had an amazing meal, and then we caught the most beautiful of sunsets.
Oh, that's sick.
Me and Jeff Van
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just coming on, and Jeff is just constantly thinking about skateboarding,
Dude, yeah.
And he's asking me questions like, when you grip a board.
Oh, dude, good for him, dude. I love those questions.
And he's like, when you're riding your skateboard, I noticed that sometimes you go in this different mode, and all of a sudden everything's just flowing.
Yes.
What's going on in your mind right there? Jeff is absolutely good for me, dude. He's like therapizing me because when I get to talking about how I'm feeling on my skateboard, I get happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeff is like a giant kid.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what a big person is.
Yeah.
We all should be kids. He's really, man, he's a practitioner of the childlike mind.
Dude, a practitioner. That's sick, man. That's encouraging. That's like a perfect guy to have with you at a spot in a place like that.
You, I would go anywhere with, and Jeff, I would go anywhere with.
Dude.
I could just see good road times ahead.
Dude,
so there I am.
Yeah.
We get home. I don't know what it did.
Was it late?
It was 10.
Yeah, it's
got home at 10 p.m.
That's late, dude.
I got home at 10 p.m. It was a great day. We had a great time.
Yeah.
And that was Kokomo Skate Fest. There were lots and lots of thoughts had but it was a really good time. But boy, did I ever see. Let me tell you guys. I have an absolute superiority complex about life skateboards.
Well, for good reason.
There just is not another brand that is doing this except some of your local makers and regional makers are also doing it. But it's not hard to exceed the quality that's on the market now with craft process. It's not hard to do that. But to be able to produce them in moderate volume and to turn around the lead times and to have this new workshop is going to streamline things amazingly. It's not done yet.
Yeah.
It's not done yet, but the production area is done.
Yeah.
And this is just terrific because Um, Life skateboards hasn't taken off super fast or
Yeah,
anything like that, and I
sure.
can see now that that's actually advantageous because they the when you get higher volumes of orders, it's harder to develop. And this latest push has developed an amazing workshop.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, there's a reason why the quality is so low right now, and it's because the volumes are so high. You know, I think it's easy to be super critical of that, and I think it's important to be critical of that aspect. But it's also good to understand that maybe to some extent, up to 20% of the low quality that we're seeing, maybe just due to the fact that people are just in over their head and they grew too fast and just having a hard time figuring out how to get orders out on time with good quality. You know.
well, production fulfillment is a three-legged stool. In fact, all business is a three-legged stool when it comes to unit unit business. You got quantity,
Yeah.
volume,
Sure.
you've got quality,
Yeah.
and you've got customer service. It's
Sure.
value. We'll
Yeah.
just call it
Value.
value.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So you can only pick two.
Yeah. Go ahead and pick two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Life
Right.
skateboards is presently positioned in value, customer service,
Yeah.
and quality.
Quality. Yeah.
And that's where you want to catch.
Yeah.
That's where you want to catch it.
Yeah.
And now sometimes arrangements can be made that can bump up the numbers and maintain the quality
Yeah.
and the customer service. But your 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 two strongest are always going to be just two of them.
Right.
And when it comes to like the big production things, um, the fact is you get a week. Some people can take a garbage board,
Mm-hmm.
like a board that's really just a factory, a relatively soulless piece of factory branded stuff, identical to what else is on the wall out there.
Right.
And they can ride that very happily, being inspired by knowing that they are the same as 1,000 other customers and they're in a club,
Yeah.
and that if they ride this board, that they're supporting the Malibu mansion of the guy who runs the company.
Right.
Seriously, people love that. They
Yeah.
love being the
Sure.
cog in the wheel
Yeah. Part of the
that
machine.
turns the Malibu mansion
Yeah. Right.
parties.
Yeah.
They love
Right.
that stuff. They really do. That's a hill a lot of people will die on.
Sure.
And some of them will get,
A little spicy.
they'll get a long time of use out of that board.
Sure.
Um, and just don't step on a Life skateboard or a Johnny
Right.
Maniac skateboard. You're going to
Right.
feel that quality difference, and
You'd
you're
be
going to wonder if
disappointed.
you're going to stay in the group.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't think the people in the Malibu mansions really care if a few hundred people discover a higher quality thing.
They probably do.
But I found out that Life skateboards only run about $5 cheaper, or more expensive,
Yeah.
than the name brands right now.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy value.
$75 for a name brand off the wall at the shop. That's a good sign for the market. The
It
prices have
is.
needed to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, $75 off the wall, and you can get the same thing from Life for 80.
I mean, you
It's
remember that
cool.
board? So I used to get used boards from Lew, and you gave me one that had already begun to delam. It was already been in service for like 8 months or something.
A lot of a fickle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I rode it for probably another 8 months.
Yes.
And the entire nose had delammed, like
Yep.
almost down to the front bolt holes.
I gave him all the crappy ones.
Dude, and I skated we used to skate every single day, and I landed heavy on my feet, like I was not smooth or elegant.
Heavy-footed boy.
Heavy-footed, and that thing just lasted. And I think what you're saying about people wanting to be in the group is that's more important to people than the quality of the board, I think, to a large extent. As much as everybody likes to talk about their favorite board and what they like and don't like, I think being part of the group is way more important, because if it wasn't, people would look at a Life skateboard or a Fickle or a small artisanal brand and realize that they were being shysted,
Well, I don't know if we should characterize. I'm not correcting
No,
you
go
because
ahead.
I think you're making a good point, but I sometimes want to go a little soft. Sure. I'm glad that there are outfits out there that are putting out millions of that they've gone volume.
Yeah.
And they've gone, well, they've actually only have one leg of the stool, because if your board goes wrong and you call them, guaranteed the person you talk to is not going to actually care.
No,
if you're talking to a human at all.
Right.
They might pretend they care, but they don't because they have millions of these units, and they could send you a new one, a
Yeah,
fresh one.
sure, right.
You get another fresh garbage factory board,
Yeah,
soulless slave labor, on and on it goes. It's
sure.
not even funny.
Right, it's pretty gnarly.
It's
Yeah,
actually pretty gnarly,
sure.
but it's not like skateboarders are people who care about issues like that. They pretend to be,
Yeah,
right? But if they
yeah,
actually
right.
cared about the plight of workers,
Yeah.
they would definitely take a second look at sourcing in Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can send me as many videos from China and Mexico as you want where everyone's acting happy.
Right.
Yeah, you can send me as much of that as you want. We know better.
Yeah, right.
That's we know better than to believe that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They source in Mexico and they source in China because people work for pennies on the hour.
Yeah.
Compared to what you would get if we right priced, right sized, and right serviced our industry here in America.
Yeah.
And encouraged other areas of the world to do so as well.
Yeah.
German skateboarding rides Chinese wood.
I think I'm.
I
wonder if there is parts of the world where they have more
tell
like
you,
craft make boards. I think everybody's coming from China and Mexico. At least I don't know. It's not my area of expertise at all.
That's why I'm excited about like the art of skateboard making.
Yeah.
It's got lots of members, and some of them are going to go the route of Life Skateboards as
Yeah,
well and
absolutely.
become a supplying brand at modest
Yeah,
volumes.
absolutely. Right.
And Life Skateboards is positioning to be a supplying brand at modest volumes. Manac Skates, he's making pretty darn good quantities. He's running 10 and 20 batches through, and he's doing like
him, dude.
4 color screen printed graphics.
Whoa.
And he's building a building in his backyard, evidently.
Dude, good for him.
Somehow he got the authorities in California to allow him
to run a small
slaughter
business.
some living trees and build himself a little thing. And he's building a workshop too, evidently. And I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, that's big. That's big moves.
Johnny Manac does terrific work, and he is 10 times the skateboarder that I am. I love his skating.
I've never watched him skate.
He is a ripper. Well, these California guys, dude,
it's warm all the time.
They're on a whole other level to that. Plus, he's happy, and I'm not a happy person.
No, yeah, me neither.
Johnny is a happy, easygoing dude.
Yeah,
I'm a crabby guy. I'm very crabby. Yeah, I'm emotional, and I'm
volatile. Yeah, sure.
So Johnny's a breath of fresh air, and we love you, Johnny Manac.
That's awesome, man.
There are other operations that are relatively low output. Our Gluefoot. You got
Woodshop.
Woodshop is a high volume operation who actually he does boards for other brands as well as Chris Gobert in Arizona.
Sure.
Those guys will make batches for other interests.
Okay.
And both of them are outstanding board making outfits. They're not in the same like lane that I'm in.
Yeah, sure.
I'm the guy who gets you from like my interest, my heart. I don't know if I'm doing anything to help now, but my heart and my interest has always been in the guy who's like, I don't know if I can do this. I really want to try, really have a heart for it. Yeah. And I'm like, let's get you a garage press set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ty in Austin, Texas, Voluptuous. He had a single press in his garage, and Voluptuous was a great organism in skateboarding. I don't know if he's still doing it.
Sure.
His quality was top notch. His finish was outstanding. His shapes and dimensions were generous and awesome.
Yeah, generous.
They were great. The ones I saw were absolutely great boards.
Sure.
There are some other makers that I've seen, and I'm certainly not going to name any names. No one should worry that I would, but I've seen makers who have produced consistently chippy, punky, not so great.
Yeah.
You just won't hear me talk about them.
That's fine.
Except that some of them, they do some of the very most beautiful paint I've ever seen.
Funny? Yeah, man.
And they make wall hanger art level skateboards that I wish, because I'm in the same, vein here, I can't say by name, but they're lovely work. And I feel like their artwork on the boards, and all of them painted.
Yeah.
Like they're screened, but they've got these amazing lace and doily overlay.
Yeah.
Like cars.
That's so cool, man. Yeah.
Like super good custom culture paint jobs.
Yeah, that's sick,
I
man.
love it. And I have to say though, I describe their work as maybe chippy, maybe
Yeah.
not so good.
Sure.
Still
Great.
every bit
Better.
as good as what's on the wall of your skate shop. It
Yeah.
just doesn't meet my personal standards
Yeah.
and the standards of some of their customers who had ridden my work
Sure.
and some others.
Yeah.
And just said this isn't as good that way. And I always said, yeah, but that paint
Is
super good.
nice. Right.
And I'm sure that it's better than what's on the wall at the shop. People
Right.
get spoiled
Yeah.
by, well, it's not spoiled if you know, but they get used to good quality and they don't want to go back. And
Absolutely.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I have a queue of pre-orders when I start making boards again.
Yeah.
I do not intend to make boards in any volumes
Sure.
ever again.
Yeah.
I want to make media.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Making like 10 boards a month?
No,
more.
Making
too much.
Making like 10 boards whenever I feel like.
There you go. Whenever
That's
you feel
what I
like
wanna
it
do.
is a good spot.
I don't want to create a machine that draws. You know, I work in roofing now.
Yeah.
And I'm helping build a company.
Yep.
In roofing, and I'm so excited about just doing good work.
Sure.
I work on motorcycles now, and I'm starting an independent business, apparently, in motorcycling.
That is the thing.
Well, I work 1099 when I work for the bike shop.
Okay.
And in order to do that, I have to have
an LLC.
An LLC.
Yes.
So if I'm going to continue my work with the bike shop, I have to make an LLC.
Yeah.
If I make an LLC, that means I can take an oil change or a service here and there.
Absolutely.
And I have a trailer.
Yeah.
And starting a mobile LLC, like I could just have a phone that I do or don't answer.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
Right. Leave me a voicemail.
But these things can swallow a guy up. So if I start that machine, it starts rolling. That momentum could draw me away from things like being a new grandparent.
Yeah, which is huge, right?
Or being a podcaster. Yeah, I think we're good podcasters.
I think so too. Yeah.
I don't think we're bad podcasters.
Me neither.
It could draw me away from helping to build the roofing company.
Yep.
Or loving your wife.
Yeah, right. Like, staying married.
Staying married is a lifelong project.
Absolutely.
You know? And there are other things that are even more important than that.
Yeah.
I teach in my church, and I teach on Fridays at Sinners Only.
Only for sinners. Sinners
Only. I think y'all fit right in, even though you might not.
Especially you.
Especially you. And I caught some flack on Sinners Only.
What? Why?
I named it Sinners Only.
And somebody was bummed about that?
Yeah. Well, you're always going to have that.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, like
I got told that we're not sinners anymore now that we believe in Jesus, and I thought, speak for yourself. Also, can I borrow $20?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Also, give me $1,000 for some motorcycle parts.
Yeah, literally, dude. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh,
we're not
man.
sinners anymore.
Well, it doesn't bother me because it's people see things different ways at different times, and you never figure out where someone's going to wind up. You got to get there.
Yeah, it's fine. Just give it like 20 years, you know.
So, Kokomo Skate Fest.
Is it a yearly occurrence?
Yep.
Oh, it
is. And I'll go to the next one. But by the way, I wanted to say the park,
Mm-hmm.
Hunger Skate Park, has done it again.
Can you describe the design?
It's not brand new. No.
Okay.
It's very hard to describe. It has an open bowl.
Okay.
It's quite steep.
Okay.
The course slingshots into and around the top of an open bowl.
When you say open, you mean like
the bowl is open.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Like it's like a C shape with the end being open. Understood.
It's a little more closed.
Yeah, okay, sure.
It's really cool. The hips in are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's pretty dang terrific.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's just a circle bowl.
Sure.
And on the top of it, plenty of room.
Yeah.
With a border quarter pipe.
Oh, I love it.
That goes along. It's only about maybe 32 inches high. Yeah.
So sick.
It's got a little snake imprint, on there.
Yeah, of course.
And then so it's got a snake runny feel at that end. And then you go down from there. It's got 2 quarter pipes from each side of the open bowl, right?
Yeah.
2 quarter pipes that go down. Yep. Nice, mellow quarter pipes.
Beautiful.
Good coping.
Good, great.
You go down over a little bit of that, and on the one side, you've got a little street block section.
Okay.
Fun.
Yes.
And on the other side, it goes down and it goes up a bank into a kind of platformy area, and it goes back down, and it goes up into a half pipe snake run section. It's built on
Oh.
a snake run concept.
Interesting. Okay.
It's got a snake running half pipe over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
The one side of the half pipe that's on the interior
Yeah.
drops blocks and banks,
Yeah.
quarter pipes into the street course.
Okay.
You can hit it from the other side too,
Yeah. Sure.
and into the half pipe
Yeah.
because it's got about a 1.5 foot, 2 foot deck there.
Yes.
The exterior portion of the half pipe section there,
Yeah.
it's just a sweet 4.5, maybe 5 foot quarter pipe, half pipe.
Beautiful.
Runs around and it goes down. It goes up to the high corner on the other side.
Okay.
High corner on the other side, I didn't get to spend any time with. I didn't
Yeah,
really learn
sure.
what was
Right.
over there.
Yeah.
It's got some stuffs.
Yeah. Some
and
things are over
It's
there.
got banks and blocks and
Yeah,
quarter
sure.
pipey feels
Right.
over there.
Sure.
The whole thing works really well.
That's awesome.
Really
Does
well.
it work well with volume?
No.
Okay.
No, but it's not. Now there's an outfit that makes skate parks, and their designer, when I knew them, he designed on sacred geometry, Fibonacci sequence.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Very cool. He built the Hernando, Mississippi skate park.
Understood.
And so many others. I forgot the name of the outfit.
Evergreen. Okay.
Evergreen. Yeah. Evergreen builds these gorgeous, amazing parks with a superb flow that don't work with volume. This one was a little more easy to post up and run lines than that, which Evergreen makes amazing skate parks again. But there are strengths and there are weaknesses.
Yeah, you got to kind of pick what you want.
You do. And with us, you're going to get us being happier about this kind of design that Hunger did on this park. It's called Foster Park in Kokomo, Indiana.
I would literally go to a skate park that was just flat ground, and then on one side there was like 160 foot, 28-inch quarter pipe. Literally, that's it. I would go, dude, and I would spend all day.
I'm ready to drive an hour and 45 minutes to Newcastle just to skate
the
red thing.
Yes, that's it, dude. I'm there, bro.
It's a quarter pipe so low it's almost just a curb.
Dude, it's amazing, dude.
It is. In fact, I want us to go there. I'm 50 this year.
Oh yeah, when is your? No, you already had your birthday.
We had the birthday, but this is the year 50 for 50. I'm going to do 50 tricks for my 50th birthday. Yes. No commitment.
We should
probably
go.
Won't.
Probably won't. So, it's fine. Don't be excited for a drop.
Do not be excited. Nothing here. CapmLew podcast. Nothing is dropping.
Nothing is dropping. It's
even
fine.
This episode will not drop.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just going to be there.
What does it do? It
arrives. Precisely when it intends to.
Air. It will air.
When it does.
ERR.
Air.
In many ways.
I'm just saying, dude, listen, I've been to a lot of skate parks, and I'm not a bad skateboarder, and I've skated I've done the things, okay? I just don't see why there isn't more micro shred to be had at these places. Like, what?
The small arts.
Why?
The small arts,
baby. I don't
baby.
Understand, dude. You know what skate park I do like that's a little bit is Dry Ridge, because it has a lot of the small art feel to it.
There's Dry Ridge. You got a horseshoe half pipe there.
Yep.
It doesn't come from anywhere or go to anywhere.
It's the bottom of the snake run. Is that what you're talking about?
It's not the bottom of the snake run.
It is the bottom of the snake run.
No,
because it waterfalls down into it.
It waterfalls down
into
and you're pointed at the snake run bumps that go around the bowl. That snake run sends you around the bowl, around those awesome mogul bumps around the bowl, and it sends you back to the quarter pipe to do an air and then go up the wedge to the top and get to the bottom of the snake run.
If you went straight down the snake, but if you follow the snake run path, it's going to waterfall into the
If you waterfall down that and you hit that horseshoe half pipe.
Yeah, you're going front side for me if you're regular.
Regular, you'd be going with your back out.
Yeah, front side. Front face. What the what is happening? What is happening, dude? It's you go around the thing.
If your back is facing the coping, what way are you going?
Butt side.
You heard it here first.
The other side has another name that I can't say on air. Front side.
Are you 30 years old yet?
I'm 28.
So you're almost 30 years old.
Yeah.
And you think that going with your back facing the coping is front side?
No. Back facing the coping is back side. Front facing the coping is front side. When you waterfall out of the snake run,
you're regular footed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dry Ridge, you're going to waterfall down, and you go straight into the horseshoe noping corner bowl.
We're doing this on air. I love it. No, what we're about to discover is how badly I can misunderstand what someone else says. That's what's happening here. It is. So So
Okay, go ahead.
I waterfall down from here.
Yeah.
The horseshoe half pipe goes like this, and then it goes on, and here's the bowl, right? And it's got bump and bump
Yeah.
around to the quarter pipe,
Yes. Yep.
which is over here. All right. So here's my thing, and I come out of the bowl, and this goes up and down like that. And here's your
I disagree
top.
with you.
Okay. So I come out.
Let me get it.
You should disagree with me. I'm an idiot.
I disagree.
All right. So I come out of here,
Yeah.
and I go like this. Woo!
No. Because this comes around, and then it sends you this way, and then you're going like this, and then it waterfalls right there. And
Oh no,
right
no.
here.
This is the big flat area where everyone plays skate.
Yeah.
This is where when I go down this way, I bump over this.
Yeah.
Then it's here, and I have to cut to get there. There's a quarter pipe here. So it sends you toward the bowl, straight toward the bowl. It sends you toward this corner right here. Dry Ridge, Kentucky, Pibble Park.
Pibble Park.
Piddle Park. Yeah. So anyways, at least we both agree that if you're facing up toward the coping with your belly button, that's belly button side out. And if you have your belly button toward the bottom, that's butt side out.
That's butt side out.
We did it. Good. This was a good 2 minutes spent.
Oh, dude.
So here I am. We had a great time.
Okay.
Hunger Skate Parks makes a heck of a skate park. Every single skate park group will fail me at one point or another, every builder. And it certainly is nothing to be concerned with. But Hunger continues to produce parks that are, and Team Pain.
Yes.
Team Pain and Hunger continue to produce parks. Again, every now and then.
This is the Dry Ridge build.
Good.
This right here is where you exit the snake run. This is the waterfall, and it shoots you straight into here.
He's right.
See?
He's right.
Dude, I was tripping.
He's right.
Because I got rebuked so hard by you.
Well, I'm the
for
worst.
Ripping down the snake run straight at the wall to air over a 4-foot wall into the air down the hill on the backside here.
We're going to go there and we're going to see if what I thought was even possible.
Well, the only way that would be possible is if you ollied over this little grass gap right here into the bank right here.
You're right. So this, where it comes down that way, sends you around here.
Yes.
I always come down it, and you've got the two little humps.
It
sends me right to the humps.
Yeah,
and
so
the humps are on the way.
It does come in at a little bit of an angle.
It comes in an angle kind of this direction.
Yeah, like kind of down that way.
That way.
Yeah, it is a little bit angled, but it does shoot.
But the predominant angle of it is toward this hip. Toward this hip.
I disagree with you.
Good. Okay, yeah. I think you're right.
Okay.
I do. I really think Luke is right. Dear listeners, this is a good opportunity for you to know that the forcefulness with which I express myself is tempered by my long experience of having it pretty much dead wrong
the entire time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, I was tripping. Great.
I encourage our listeners to make sure and go to all the skate parks.
Yes.
And see how wrong I was about the whole thing.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it was a good event.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Barbecue dude. After I'm going to ride, when I finish up putting this Road King back together, I'm going to ride it out there, and I'm going to eat a Big Hoffa's barbecue pit.
Big Hoffa's barbecue.
I got they have a mural outside. You got to see this photo I got on this mural, since our new setup allows me to do that. And the mural.
Oh, that's
sick. The mural is sick. So there's for our Spotifactors. There you go. That's me outside Big Hoffa's.
May I?
And I got a couple of them. I didn't.
Pirates.
Yeah, it's pirates.
It's pirate themed.
It's pirate themed. Piratey things.
Oh, piratey things.
So it was piratey. And here's Jeff Vanover. Jeff Vanover looking down. He's looking very pensive.
Pensive.
Now, we were in Indiana, but I don't mean Mike Pensive.
Mike Pensive. Look at him, dude.
Look at him.
Look at him. Look at
Jeff Vanover.
Look at him.
On the road again with Jeff Vanover.
On the road again.
He's such a sweet dude. I did some karate moves. I tried. I didn't center myself.
Dude, come on, man.
I didn't adequately center myself on that one.
You look great.
I gave it a shot. I'm wearing comfortable pants.
You know why?
I was wearing comfortable pants.
This is actually more like okay.
Don't have
fine.
enough. I don't have enough core strength,
dude. Oh yeah, core
So,
strength.
Bob Lofton threw us a few comments.
What
We
did he
love
say?
you,
Yeah, I
Bob
forgot.
Lofton.
Me
We
too.
love you, buddy.
The illustrious BL.
Bob will shoot us comments while he is listening through.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
And it is pleasant. And he did say X Games equals irrelevant to my life. And barbershops, ugh. I just can't take all that masculinity.
But where are you going to get a sick mullet, Bob?
And then he wrote, holy smokes, Seth looks just like Lou.
Strange.
Because we had an episode with Seth.
We did.
My son,
Episode
Seth Ross.
82.
Seth Ross
was in the building.
He's killing it in his studies.
Good for him, man. I started college this week.
He's going to be a biologist.
I know.
What is that? I love that.
I know, dude.
I love it.
I know. I asked him if he thought there was huge, ginormous fish / sea creatures at the bottom of the ocean.
He doesn't believe in any cryptids at all.
Dude, which was such a bummer because I definitely do. Even with no evidence. It's like, there's some things that you just want to believe in so bad and they're pretty much harmless, so you just decide that you do. That's where I'm at with like massive megalodon-esque things way down at the bottom of the ocean.
We've come full circle because this is where we started.
Oh.
Am I afraid of the water? No, I'm not afraid of the water.
I'm afraid of the shit that's in the water.
Yeah. I'm afraid of things that are in it that will... I've learned that a catfish will drag you to your watery death.
Dude.
What about... Now, like, I would even not worry a bit about an alligator. If I had a snorkel, on and I was in the water and I saw an alligator,
I'm good
I
on that.
wouldn't even get out of the water. It's so funny because alligators they're pretty chill. But crocodiles are not chill
at all.
America has been having an increase in crocodiles.
Do we have crocs here normally?
We have crocs in the Baja.
The Baja.
No, that's Mexico.
Okay.
I live in the Baja.
The Baja.
There's a comedian who's been imitating Jesse Ventura.
Okay, yes.
And he has the deadest ass imitation of Jesse Ventura. I don't know who the comedian is, but it is so good. I live in the Baja.
The Baja.
I'm completely off grid.
Completely off grid.
So...
but there's crocs down there?
We've got crocs in southern Florida. In Cuba, they have a breed of crocodile that has longer legs.
Oh, no, dude.
They can jump. And more zookeepers have had casualty events with Cuban crocodiles than with any other zoo-kept reptile.
Oh, yeah.
Because they think it's a crocodile. Give him 8 feet of space and check his trajectories.
Okay, but that's not the way that these guys work.
You gotta give them 12.
Yeah.
Or more.
Dude.
Or more. And they can, not only can they jump, like spring.
Yeah.
But because their legs are longer, they can run a lot faster.
What they rip.
They're a smaller crocodile. They're like an 8-9 foot crocodile.
Yeah.
But they are zippy, and turns out they're also real aggressive. Who knew?
Yeah, why?
Who knew?
Why? Golly,
I lived
dude.
in Florida for a year, and I lived just about a half an hour from the Gatorland Zoo in Kissimmee, Florida.
No alligators there.
You got like a season pass there.
Dude.
Bro, I would go there to relax all the time.
And just like look at the alligators?
All of the dillions, bro.
Dude, all of the dillions.
All of the dillions.
Gosh,
they got crocodilians. They got alligator dillions. They got large turtle dillions.
Dude, the turtles are so cool, bro.
Dude, turtles are the best of the animals.
When
all the raccoon people are gonna come out of the wood.
Yeah, oh, what about the raccoons? Yeah, well, they're cute too, but turtles are sick, dude.
They are awesome.
But crocodiles are super gnarly. Those are gnarly animals. I'm not. Yeah,
they're sick in their own right. I mean, I dig the crocodiles. I dig that they exist and everything. But like, and would I surf if I lived in Australia? Sure.
Dude, I would totally surf.
I'd totally surf. But you know what they have there? They have saltwater crocodiles.
Yeah.
And they get like 10, 12, 14, 16,
20.
18, 22 feet long.
They're large.
They get large.
Yeah.
And they really get out in that surf.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
They really do.
That's gnarly.
And they eat people. And you know what they do in Australia? They have nets.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, no.
No, they do not.
You know who puts those nets up? The government.
Okay.
Yeah, well, if I've learned anything in my life, it's whatever you want the government to do to keep you safe is going to be done with absolute expertise.
Just a plum.
Nope. Yeah. No.
Gosh, dude.
No.
Uh,
And then they'll have people watching. They'll have people watching.
mm-hmm.
Bro, you know what I know about alligators and crocodiles?
Mm-hmm.
You can't see them.
Yeah, they're like,
They look like something else.
yeah,
Like a
or
piece of
like
something.
nothing at all because they're
Yeah.
under the water.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, that was
I'm good.
it's a
I'd still
little
surf there.
it's a little unsettling when you're way out. But I will say this. I've only surfed probably 6 times, but the
Yep.
last time I went, I had such a nice time that when we got out past the break and we just sat out there and hung out and talked, and you just like let the waves
That's the
roll
best.
underneath you. And dude, I got home and I was laying in bed and I could feel myself floating in the surf, like that same feeling, and all I wanted to do was go surf. It was such a cool thing. But you have to go. Here's the deal though. If you go surfing, maybe try to get a board that works for you.
Foam top.
A foam top board is great if you're beginning, and also if you have a wetsuit, even if it's warm out, it's great because it'll protect your chest from chafing against the
Chafing. You got to wear a shirt for
chafing.
chafing.
Yeah, wear a shirt. Get
My-
comfortable, dude.
The only time I went surfing, I was on a board that was barely 6 feet long.
Oh boy.
It had triple fins on it. It was a doodly dad board. You know, when a
Oh
trickster
yeah,
kick flipper.
yeah.
It was a kick
And you got
flipper.
up on that thing?
I did.
That's crazy, dude. That's
Yeah.
crazy. The first time I went surfing
It was 1998.
I was 3 years old. The first time I went surfing, I was in Chile, in Pichilemu, which is like like super crazy surf town. Like you can find like 35-foot break and like all kinds of stuff.
But you can't find a hospital.
But you can't find a hospital. I think there might have been one there. There probably wasn't.
Probably
But
was.
so I helped. We were on a mission trip, so I was helping a dude pour a concrete floor, and he said, "You should come surfing." And I said, "Okay." So he gave me like a massive, like
Longboard?
literally like 8 or 9 feet
Dude,
massive board.
if I bought a surfboard today,
Mhm.
I would buy a 10, 11-foot long
Dude,
longboard.
that's
100%.
that's what they gave me.
Like maple over foam. I would do it.
Dude,
I'd do it.
It's sick. No, they're awesome.
They make them out of maple.
Well, dude, what was crazy is we got to the beach and all these guys are like shredder surfers, and so we got in the rocks, and the only way to get out there was to wait. You wait for a wave to come in, and then you jump on the board and paddle out and let the wave push you, like
Pull you past the rocks.
pull you past the rocks.
Yeah.
So I did that part, and I stayed pretty close into the beach, and then it was a good time, but I sucked. I went back and I was talking to the dude who was like kind of organizing the deal, and he was like, "Where'd you go?" And I told him the beach, and he was like, "Oh, that's insane. That beach has a really nasty riptide that'll tear you out into the water. I cannot believe you did that."
Well, I had a big longboard.
Yeah, and I
Just-
stayed close, dude.
Just float.
Dude, it was really gnarly. I like that. Riptides are just as scary as alligators. In the
Oh,
water.
don't blow it out of proportion. Riptides are fine.
Yeah, it's in the name. They
No,
rip you out into the ocean.
You go. If it doesn't suck you under,
Mhm.
you don't have a problem.
You just hang out and there's let it rip you out.
Okay, you have a small problem.
Which is you're going to be out so
Well,
far.
you're going to be out far, but then you just go parallel. You find the direction you're drifting. You
Yeah.
go the direction you're drifting.
And just like,
and then you get on the beach about 3 miles later. It's
Yeah.
all like volcanic rock.
And
It
you're
tears
barefoot.
your feet to the bone.
yeah,
And you just make
walk
your
home.
way.
You just
Make
walk
your way
home.
3 miles back to
God.
everyone's looking for you. It's fine.
Oh my gosh,
It's
dude.
fine.
Oh man.
Then you go and you're
You
my
move
goodness,
away
your
from the
feet.
ocean and your feet.
I would keep like a pair of shoes with me.
Yeah, like in your back pocket.
Is there like an option for a fanny pack?
I bet there
A
is.
surfer's maybe some
Surfer's-
really thin shoes
Yeah,
that are coral rated.
coral rated shoes. I wonder if people wear. They
I
probably
would
wear boots.
do that.
Oh, that's
man.
the other thing too. The water there is like comes up from the Arctic, so it's like 50 degrees. So you have to wear a wetsuit.
Yeah.
And wetsuits are incredible. They keep you warm even in water that cold.
Yeah. Did you pee in it?
I did.
You
And
have to.
It warmed me right up. I loved it.
Wow.
Anyway, so there you
Well,
have it.
this is it.
You know what?
Here at the end of the episode.
I'm going to tell you something, which is I understand on this dry ridge thing why you feel like it's like this.
Yeah.
Because it really does push you this way. I remember now.
Oh.
It
I'm
pushes you-
happy. I thought I was
It pushes
crazy.
you this way.
It does.
It
Well,
does. And you have to make
'cause you
the turn to
can't-
the right.
Because the snake run doesn't
Yes.
feed you straight
It
down.
doesn't feed you straight
The,
down it.
the
Yes.
snake run, but you can bank this
I
way.
hook right every time.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, so it's in
I
the middle.
always take it straight down and I get over to
Yes,
here.
yes, which
It
makes
feeds you
sense.
to there.
Yes,
This is the
yes.
zone.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
It's
yes,
cool.
yeah,
It's
okay,
cool.
good. Yes, and it does shoot you kind of towards the humps.
It does.
Yes.
Well, and they put those humps there, didn't they? They just had to put
They had
the little
to.
humps there. I was actually
Dude.
talking to the guy while he was building it.
You're like, why are you doing
Matt
that?
Dyke built that park.
Yeah.
Matt Dyke is a legendary guy, and he
He's
was just adding them in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they think it'll be fun, and I
Well,
get
he
it.
couldn't help himself, and
It's like a kidney. There it is. Anyway,
Yeah.
fine. Anyway, there you go.
thank you, dear listeners, for listening.
Yes.
We have a shifting set of reasons why we do this. Whatever it was today, you were part of it.
Yeah.
Great job for those of you who lasted this long. CapmLew, C-A-P, the letter M.
M.
Lou.
Yeah.
What is M in the military nomenclature?
Montana. No.
Mike.
Yes.
Yeah. Charlie Alpha. It's P.
P is P. P.
Charlie Alpha P. Mike.
P. Pronto. Provolone.
Don't know.
Princess.
Provolone.
That's gonna bother me.
I think it's Princess.
No.
No, it's not.
Dude, P. Pike. Poop.
Peru.
Peru. Might be
No.
Peru. They might be. I'm sure
No
they're all
way.
like 4-letter words. Can
It's
we just
fine.
we're gonna look it
CapmLew questions
yes,
at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send them in.
Send them in. Questions,
We
comments.
also have a PayPal at a similar place.
Yeah. Yes.
CapmLew.
The CapmLew podcast.
The CapmLew podcast at gmail.com.
And we're going to figure out the Stripe thing. I just need all of the details.
That's fine. We should get together.
Yes.
We've been busy. Kids have been being born. We've
yeah,
had lots
so
of things going
busy,
on.
Man.
We're very happy with our actual lives off the airwaves.
Yep.
And we don't have any complaints about it. We're very happy. And here's to you, your skateboarding. Crack your Bible, fool.
Get in there.
And we will catch you on the next one. You listened this long. That's on you.
That's on you.
But we did it with all our hearts for what it was worth. And thanks for being there. CapmLew out.
Laters.
Button.